Hi, welcome back to I3 Tutorials. My name is Aman Patel and we'll be having a look at typecasting in Java. What is typecasting? Typecasting is nothing but conversion of one data type to another. There are two types of typecasting. One is automatic conversion and the other is manual conversion. In automatic conversion, we convert one data type, that is a small data type, to a bigger data type. Whereas in manual conversion, we convert a bigger data to a smaller data. So these are the two types of typecasting we'll be having a look, that is in Java. So let us begin. There are four types of primitive data types in Java: integers, floating point, and character, as well as boolean. So for typecasting, we'll have a look only at integers, floats, floating point, and character. Boolean does not come into consideration in typecasting. So let us see what are integers. There are four types of integers: byte, short, int, long. So these are the types of integer types. Byte is 8-bit in size, short is 16-bit in size, int is 32, and long is 64-bit in size. The second type of data type is floating point, that is float. There are two types of float. One is float, the other is double. This is 32-bit in size and this is 64-bit in size. This is 8, this is 16, this is 32, and this is 64-bit in size. So these are the sizes of integers and float. And then we have the character, that is char, which is 16-bit in size. Okay. So let us begin with automatic conversion. Automatic conversion is a conversion from a smaller data type to a bigger data type, and it is done automatically by the compiler. Automatic conversion. As I have told you, it's a conversion from a smaller data type to a bigger data type, and it is done automatically by the compiler. For automatic conversion, we have to take two things in consideration. First one is the two types which we are going to convert from small to big should be compatible. The second is the source data should be smaller than the destination data. So we are converting from small to big. So let us have a look at integers. Our first type of integer is the byte. It is 8-bit in size. Let's consider this as a bit. You all might have played Pac-Man. So this is a ghost. So consider this ghost as a byte, which is 8-bit in size. Then we'll take the short, another ghost which is 16-bit in size, which will be bigger than the byte. So it will be almost double the size than the byte. Then we'll take int. Now int is 32-bit in size. It is double the size of short. So it will be bigger than short. Okay. Then we have the final one, that is the final integer type, that is the long, which is the biggest integer type. It is 64-bit in size. So this is the biggest one in integer. So we can, this is the Pac-Man and these are the ghosts. So we can consider them as, this is the smallest one is the byte, then comes the short, end and long. As I have told you, the automatic conversion is the conversion from small to big. So converting byte to short, byte to end, byte to long is an automatic conversion. We are converting from small to big. Then from short to end, short to long. Then from end to long. Okay, so this is automatic conversion. Byte to short, byte to end, byte to long. Then short to end, then short to long. Then comes from end to long. So these are the conversions which is automatic, which the compiler does it by itself. Then we have another type, that is the floating type. There are two types of floating points. One is float and the other is double. Float is 32-bit in size, so we can consider this as a float, and double will be the biggest. Double will be the biggest of all. From integers, these are the integers and this is the floating point. So while converting float to float to double is possible in automatic conversion. Long to, not long, into float is possible. Into double is possible. Then long to end, float is possible and long to double is possible in automatic conversion. So let us have a look at the code, how we will convert, how this conversion will take place. Let's have an example. We will convert a byte into an int. So let us declare a byte. Byte A equals to 5. Let's take an int B. Then we will be declaring A is equals to B. So this is an automatic conversion. This is a smaller data, that is your byte. It is smaller. Int is bigger. So it's from small to big. So this type of conversion possible, and as I have told you, you can convert a byte to short, you can convert a byte to int, you can convert a byte to long. You can convert a byte to float, you can convert a byte to double. So these type of conversion is called as automatic conversion. Now let us come to the second conversion type, that is your second type casting, manual conversion. Second type of casting is the manual conversion. Manual conversion is the conversion of a bigger data to a smaller data. It is opposite of automatic conversion. But the compiler will not do it on its own. The user or the developer has to do it, has to force the compiler to convert a bigger data to a smaller data. But before doing that, the developer has to think what he is doing. Because if you are converting a bigger data to a smaller data, you have to consider many things. You have to see what type of data a bigger data is having. Will it fit into a smaller data type? if that is not, if the bigger data is very big, though it will show that it has been converted, but it will show a junk value. So it will say possible loss of precision, that is, it is losing some data. So before converting a bigger to a smaller data, the developer or the programmer has to check what type of conversions are going to take, and it has to be compatible or not compatible exactly. He has to see that the smaller data should be able to hold the bigger data. Then only the conversion will take place and it will show a precise data or precise number. So, as I told you, manual conversion is a conversion from bigger data to a smaller data. So, conversion from long to byte. So this is the bigger data, big to small. This is an opposite of automatic conversion. But we have to cast it. We have to specify the target type which we are converting. We are converting a long to a byte. Okay. So we have to show how the formula, how will the code look like. It will be your type, your data type, that will be a long, is equal to, you have to cast the type in which you are converting a bigger data to a smaller type. So I am converting a long into a byte. So I have to cast it. You have to write it in brackets, byte. Target type. Type 2, which is a byte. Okay, so type is a long and type 2 is byte. So how will the formula look, or how will the code look? It will be long is equal to, target type will be byte because we are converting a long data type to a byte, and our final byte. Okay, so we are converting a long into a byte. So we have to specify the target type. So we are forcing the compiler to convert a bigger data type to a smaller data type. Let's have a look at an example. Manual type, that is a manual conversion. Let's take long A is equal to 129 byte B. Okay, so we are converting a long A, we are converting A into B. A is long, that is 129, whereas byte is B. So A is equal to, brackets, target type is byte. Byte B. This is how we will be doing manual conversion. But there is a problem in this example. I have given a number 129 for A, that is long, but byte, which is 8 bit in size, can hold only 127 maximum number. That is, it can hold a number of maximum 127. So when we take this example and when we run it, we'll get an error. It will show possible loss of precision. It will show an exception, possible loss of precision. Though we'll get some number, like when we run it, in the output we'll get some number. when we run this program, this example, we will get a number and it won't be 129. It will be like something 0050 or maybe 10,000, something like that. So this whatever that comes into the output is the junk data. It's not the actual data which we are doing. So why does it take place? Why does it shows a junk value and it will show an exception? Because byte can hold only 120 till 127. Okay. So this will give us an error. So what we have to change? We have to change the number, that is the long. We have to change it to 127. As byte can hold only till 127. So when we run this example, we'll get an output as 127. This will be our output. Now this is correct. We won't get an exception. So this is how we are converting. Manual conversion takes place. We are casting the target type. And I told you before converting, the developer or the programmer has to look at into the consideration. For example, let's have a illustration of the conversion. Now we are converting a long into a byte. So consider this as a byte. Now this is a byte. And this is a long. So what we are doing in manual conversion, we are converting a long into a byte. But you can see how small byte is and how big long is. When we convert a long into byte, if you overlap each other, you can see how small the byte will be. It will be very small and you can see that this much part of the long is bigger than the byte. So that is why the programmer or the developer has to look what type of data the long is holding so that it can fit into the byte. Okay, so this is manual data conversion. So we have seen automatic conversion, which the compiler does automatically. What is the automatic conversion? It is a conversion from small to big. That is one data type to the other data type, and the source data type should be smaller than the destination data type. Whereas in manual, we do it from a bigger data type to a smaller data type. That is it. This is typecasting in Java. Thank you.